Well, this week we're going to talk about the newish Ultimate Direction Ultra Vest 12 litres. I've got some deets actually. So it's going to cost you £140 over at the Centurion Running Store on Patreons. You can enjoy 12% off and everyone else can receive 10% off over at Centurion Running Store. Discount codes and links will be in the description. So Ultimate Direction describe this vest: elevate your ultra run experience with the redesigned Ultra Vest, boasting a lightweight design, water resistant pockets and ergonomic details. This vest was crafted for long miles. 2 stretch mesh side panels contour to your body in motion, while soft breathable mono mesh liner ensures comfort during extended miles on the trail with a full size range. This unisex vest comfortably accommodates most sizes, and over on the Ultimate Direction website they say it weighs 255 grams. So yeah, 12 litre vest. Spoiler, this was my Lakeland 100 vest, so this is how I visualize I would use this vest. 100 milers, 100 k's, 50 milers, 50 k's, anything with a substantial kit list. And also, yeah, if you're going to be on the high fells or long days out on the trails where it's in everybody's interest that you do pretty much run with a kit list, then this vest would come with me too.
So when you suggested trying this pack out, I was initially like, no, I'll never sway off my Salomon 12 litre. But the Ultimate Direction, the pulling in system is different, but you can do the same as well. So if you don't want to use the full capacity, you can pull in the pack. If I was going to have one pack, it would be a 12 litre with the ability to pull it in if you've not packed it full.
I did try with a couple of scenarios. So yeah, Lakeland 100, I used it for Lakeland 100. It packed everything fine. It did struggle with 13 Valleys kit.
What's added on to the 13 Valleys?
You've got an insulated jacket for 13 Valleys.
Okay, so that is big and bulky, isn't it? Yeah.
And they've also got an adverse weather kit. So you need to have a pack that maybe would cope with the potential change of weather kit. But yeah, check your kit list. Thumbs up for something like Lakeland 100. How did it size up for you? I've got the UK small.
Oh, have you? I've got the medium.
Yeah, it fits me. I think on reflection, maybe I should have gone for a medium. But yeah, for the record, I'm a 5'6" guy. Small fits, maybe a medium would have been a bit more comfortable. Zero bounce, I don't know about yourself, especially with those bungees that keep everything compressed. I didn't have any chafing when I was on the Lakeland 100. That is a pretty out-the-box, legit test to run 26 hours in a hydration vest.
You said you didn't get any chaffing. The back of it is pretty solid against your back. The material is a sort of like a hive material, and that looks like that could give you a bit of chaffing.
Well, everybody's journey with chaffing is different, isn't it? You chaff quite. I found the fit pretty comfortable, even though I've kind of complained maybe it was a little bit too small. It's got stretchy sides, so it does have a bit of give. I find sometimes with vests that don't have any give, when you are breathing heavy, it goes from being quite loose to quite tight. There's no give. So yeah, when you're huffing and puffing up a mountain, this does kind of flex with your body. So I was super impressed with that. We've mentioned a couple of times, yeah, if you don't fully load the backpack, you've got this bungee system on the rear, which hook to the side and hook to the top. There's 3 hooks, so that just cinches everything in place. We both, even just today before we came on the call, you asked me what this hook's for. It took me maybe a couple of runs to work out what all the hooks did and where I attached the bungee to. But once I nailed it, yeah, that Comfort Cinch 3.0 system, it works. Yeah, it works incredible.
I thought it might be quite noisy. The material is quite noisy. There is nothing more irritating when you're running and you think somebody's running behind you, because you can hear your ch-ch-ch. But actually, once it had stuff in and once you've worn it a couple of times as well, that material sort of wears down a little, softens, I think that's the word.
Yeah, I thought it was nice and soft and pretty breathable too. I don't really run hot in a vest, although you do. It's funny, if you go for a run just with your t-shirt on and then you run with the vest, you do feel a couple of degrees warmer.
Oh, definitely. What did you think about the pockets?
Yeah, pockets all fine. I can't complain. You've got these 2 water-resistant zippy pockets on the front. Like I say, I think that's probably where I wish I had a medium, because when I've got 2 bottles full and I try and shove my iPhone in the front pocket, it's a bit of a squeeze, to be honest. But these 2 tiny pockets above the water bottles.
I love those tiny pockets. This is almost a sealed deal for me, these tiny pockets, because the left-hand one is just big enough if you are a fellow chaffer and you need your lube at a handy position, and it can get lost otherwise in pockets. You can't find it, and then also you won't put it on because you can't find it and you give up. So the left-hand pocket is just big enough to put one of those small little things of lube in, even two. And the right one for your car key is amazing. So it's also got a hook so you can touch your car key. So again, when you can't find your car key or you need your car key to be safe, it's there, you know, and you also don't have to do the where is it? You know, you can check a few times on the run, it's there. So those two little extra pockets take two like little essential things.
Also, that left-hand one's got the whistle in too, so that's pretty handy.
I thought the zip at the front was better and more robust than the Salomon 12 litre. That one I found gets locked up with salt and sweat, and the little tab that holds the zip so that you can pull it much easier with gloves on as well.
Yeah, nice finger pull.
Much better finger pull. I thought the top pocket that goes over where the bottle sits, so you put your bottle in and then you have that where you're probably going to put most of your food. I felt the elastic was a little bit loose.
Oh, I didn't experience that.
Did you not? I thought you've got to fill it really quite full. I would be worried that something could quite easily pop out of that.
On the Lakeland 100, I didn't have anything fall out of there. But like I say, this maybe is all alluding to the fact that I bought a vest that maybe is a little bit too small for me. Maybe it's a bit smug.
So but yeah, exactly. And mine maybe just like a little bit too loose. And then the back pockets, that bottom pocket actually would be a great place to put said vest or something. You could stuff it in a waterproof bag and put it into that bottom pocket quite safely. I think this bag with all the pockets is you just need to really think about how you're going to use the pockets. With some careful packing, strategic packing is the word I'm looking for, you could use them really well.
I didn't experience that at all. I know people want everything as small as possible, but I really don't want to like jam everything in my bag because I want it to be I don't want it to be like a Tetris.
Well, you're happy to wear stuff around your shorts and stuff, whereas I want everything in my bag if I can. And I want it sort of like right there. I want it all.
It's got the little zip pocket on the back. On the Lakeland 100, I'd kept my emergency food and my first aid kit, and I think my phone in there.
Would you put your head torch in there? Yeah. Well, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have my phone in the front ready to call you on like speed.
No, I don't do that. Yeah, I'd like a waterproof bag in there with all the like electrical things and important stuff like first aid kit. You got 2 500ml bottles you could take in there, soft flask, and they've got the little bungees to stop the bottles from collapsing into the sock. I thought that worked really well, especially with the elastic sock on the front also. That kept everything a bit more in place.
Now, we haven't tried the quiver with the pack, but it looks pretty similar to the Salomon quiver. It's an option. It's an option that's there. You can wear it to the side or you can wear it over the back.
I don't really like using those little bungee hoops they've got, but you can attach it to the back and the side with the bungees too. But similar to you, I don't use the quiver, but I use either my waist belt or the Terex shorts have a little pull loops too. So yeah, it's handy. You can attach a quiver, which is a good addition. They've got reflective detailing on it. You know, sometimes I know it might sound trivial, but if you're running at night and you want to be seen, I think that's a good addition. Generally, yeah, I love it. I knew after the first run that it was going to be my Lakeland 100 vest. And the only negative, and I've said it a few times, if you've got the luxury of going to a shop, then try it on. I know Centurion Running Store have like an open day where you can go and try things on. So yeah, that will be the gold standard. But yeah, I just took a punt and went for one online. It does fit me. Yeah, like I say, I'm 5'6". It does fit me. Pretty hench. But in an ideal world, I would have went for a size bigger.
Also, if you're thinking about wearing it in the winter as well, like if you want jackets on, what would you say? Would it be your go-to over another type of vest? Is it what we're going to see you at Northern Traverse?
No, only because of the potential extra kits, like with the insulated jacket.
I got everything in a 12 litre for Northern Traverse.
But I just don't want to force everything in. I'd rather have a little bit more room. I do have a bigger vest.
That. I get that.
So maybe it won't, but I've got a little bit of time to worry about that too. But yeah, I'm super impressed with it. Top tier choice. Like I say, straight out of the box, went for a couple of runs in it, put it on the scales because I'm such a sad case compared to my other vests, and this came out the lightest.
They're an OG, aren't they? They've been around.
Well, that was my very first Lakeland 100 vest. I think it was the Scott Jurek signature model whenever he was with Ultimate Direction. Then I went to the dark side and I went Innovate 1 year. And then the rest of them, I'm pretty sure they've always been Ultimate Direction. I had zero complaints, zero chafing. It didn't bounce, it didn't annoy me. It's hard to comment on durability of a product that you've only had for maybe a month or two. Lisa will clarify this. I've got so many hydration vests in the utility room. I was spoiled for choice. So to pick this one, I think is says a lot about how good it is. What about yourself? Do you think you'd take the point if you were doing
I
a
really
100 miler?
it. You know, I've gone on a lot about my obsession with the Salomon 12 litre. So I'm really interested to wear this Ultimate Direction and see its longevity, as you said, but we kind of need a season in it as well. But from my initial findings, I really like it. At the moment, Gary, I can't fault it. Can I step away from my Salomon? Well, I'd like some days in it. That would be my next port of call, is to wear it for a day and see how it lines up for one of those like really long 8 to 10 hour days, carrying the kit, the chaffing, etc. But my initial findings, I really like it. It's a good price point. It seems really durable. That's the biggest thing. You don't want to get something in elastic that will snap. And I kind of like as well the do-up system. The Salomon one, you have to pull so tight as a woman across your boobs. That elastic, it can sometimes cut into you a little bit. The Ultimate Direction fastening system, I would like 3 straps instead of 2, or the option to have 3. There's a space, you just get given 2, but they're pretty thick, they're pretty robust, and I wonder if that will be a lot more comfortable as well over a jacket. So my initial findings are, I really like it. I really like the pockets. I really like the storage, and I'm going to carry on wearing it. Is my Salomon 12 litre going to be left hanging on the peg? Jury's out. We're going to see.
Yeah, I think both Eddie and I kind of taken with this vest. I'm curious, so if you were doing a 100 miler tomorrow, what would be your vest of choice? Yeah, please comment below. And also remember, Patreons can save big time over at the Centurion Running Store and loads of other places. You can save loads of money. You support the channel, you support our partners, and you get to feel awesome too. That is a win-win. Also, Ultimate Direction did send us this vest to test, but they didn't pay us. And more importantly, they didn't preview this video before we upload to YouTube. All thoughts are our own. Thanks for watching. And if you like this, if you found it useful, if you think it could help somebody else, give it a like, give it a share, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel too, and check out the UK's #1 trail running podcast, Tea and Trails, with me and Eddie Sutton. If you like the trails, then I think you're going to love it. Yeah, you take care. See you next time.